Hey, can I copy your homework? Yeah, but don't make it look obvious, okay? Okay. Okay, can we all agree that the old model for this stand looked much better? Hey, this is a series where you'll learn everything you need to know about the Roblox game, ABizarreDay. From origin history to combos and matchups, we have everything here on this mini-series. Welcome to HTUC, otherwise known as How to Use and Counter. This stand won the poll on my Discord server by a considerable amount. This time, we'll be going over KCAU, otherwise known as King Crimson Alternate Universe. I would really appreciate any sort of constructive criticism or improvements I can make in these types of videos in the future. This is a beginner's guide or a refresh guide to pros for how to use and counter King Crimson Alternate Universe. You will not become a pro instantly after watching this. It takes practice. All info came from the ABD Wiki for combo inspiration, participating in 1v1s, spectating 1v1s, the ABD Discord, and the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fandom wiki. Also, please keep in mind, I am a samurai main. This stand is not canon. This means that it is not in the official manga or anime. However, it does make an appearance in the non-canon novel George Joestar, a novel written and illustrated by Otaro Maijo that was released to the public on September 19th, 2012. The cover of the novel was drawn by Hiroaki Araki, the creator of JoJo. King Crimson Alternate Universe can also use the substand ability Epta and Time Erase. You can obtain King Crimson Alternate Universe by using a stand arrow with a 2% chance of obtaining it. Stand arrows spawn every minute and will despawn after 15 minutes. This stand has many strengths and weaknesses. Let's go over a few. Some strengths would include it has great damage, good combos that connect well, it slides instead of rolling for more distance covered, Epta, literally just Epta. Now some weaknesses would include extremely low HP or defense, it has very low range, and your stand now, it looks like trash now compared to the old model. This stand has many simple but reliable and powerful combos. I will go over one easy combo, one medium combo, and one hard combo that you can use in your 1v1s. I will be saying the keys such as E and R instead of the actual move names from now on, because if I said the actual move names, it would get a little complicated very quickly. Many people allow Time Erase in their 1v1s, so a couple of these combos will include Time Erase. A very simple and close range combo that deals good damage. However, due to the close range from R, it can be difficult to use in 1v1s, especially against more campy stands that use more projectiles in their gameplay. A good combo that deals good damage and can kill stands with decent durability. Make sure to press C after the first Y to make connecting E much easier. This combo is slightly easier to land in terms of range, as Y is one of its moves with the most range. What you do after Time Erase is completely up to you. Keep in mind though, you cannot use Y during Time Erase. A very powerful combo that deals amazing damage and can kill many stands in the game if they are not blocking. However, starting this combo may be difficult as R has very low range. Landing this combo can also be quite difficult due to the cooldown on some of the moves. Keep in mind that the Y at the end of the combo is completely optional. Due to it having a long cooldown, it cannot be used quickly after Time Erase ends in this combo. A simple movement combo that makes your C go farther than before. Doing C plus space will send you around 3 to 5 studs farther than just a regular C. In this 1v1, I am facing the world over heaven. I'm expecting another TWOH that slowly approaches while spamming knives. However, this player rushes in with stand jump and tries to use barrage. I activate Epta before he lands. I immediately deactivate Epta afterwards and go for the counterattack with R plus Y. There are many different ways to counter this stand. Here are just a few basic tips on countering it. Take advantage of its low range with projectiles. During time erase, you can block or try to dodge with stand jumps and rolls. Just make sure to keep in mind that King Crimson Alternate Universe can also stand jump or roll during time erase. Keep your distance, and using close range moves that still have slight range, just like Starfinger, is very useful. Be very wary of Epitaph. There's an animation when Epitaph ends, and that animation is that the person's eyes will stop glowing red. However, if the person has glasses or goggles covering their eyes just like my avatar, it is impossible to know if they ended Epitaph quickly or not because the goggles will actually cover the glowing eyes so you cannot see it. So if your opponent turns on Epitaph, pay attention to their eyes to see when their eyes stop glowing and when you can attack. If they have goggles, then just back up, I guess, because they could end it quickly and attack you at any time without you knowing. Now, we'll go over common bad habits that many new users to King Crimson Alternate Universe do when they start, so you don't make those same mistakes. New users to this stand tend to completely rely on Epitaph after a while and forget that their stand can block somehow. Only relying on Epitaph can lead to some very dangerous situations, so remember to block when necessary. Blocking is very good. Even if your stand has low durability, blocking is still super useful and you should block when necessary. It could determine whether you win the match or not. I will now go over matchups against popular stands in standard 1v1 rules and see how they play out, meaning no time stop, and how to have a better chance at winning the matchups. All of this stand's moves, except for knives, are close range, and so are yours. Normally, stands with projectiles don't really have to get close to a Overheaven. Even stands like Hierophant Green can defeat this stand if used well. Using Epitaph in close range is usually a good idea if you are being cornered, as it dodges every move from the World Overheaven except for their T. Time erase is also good as well because you will be invincible and invisible for 5 seconds and can do basically anything during this time frame. Keep in mind that if the opponent blocks, that the damage will be much less, so it may be a good idea to ragdoll the opponent first before going into a time erase combo so that they do not have enough time to block, and will still take a hit or two. Play smart and use Epitaph at the right time. Your C+ space can also be used to quickly get behind the opponent. This stand's barrage is currently terrible and does like 0 damage even against King Crimson, but that will be fixed next update. Every Tusk rushes in with Z due to speed, accuracy, and it stuns for about 1.2 to 2 seconds. You can do space plus C and stand jumps to try to have a decent chance at not getting stunned. Or you can simply turn on Epitaph. Epitaph lasts for 10 seconds while Act 4 Glide lasts for about 8 seconds, meaning that Epitaph can completely dodge Act 4 Glide. Of course, Act 4 Glide has a lower cooldown than Epitaph, so you will have to start dodging their glide at some point. Almost all of Act 4 projectiles do an incredible amount of damage to your terrible defense. Projectiles are very dangerous to you from this stand due to their damage output and your terrible range. Time erase also leaves you invincible to Act 4 Z. Do your best because in my opinion this matchup is disadvantageous for you. Almost all combos start with Z from this stand, so do your best to avoid getting hit by it. This stand is very dangerous to you as it can cancel time erase and deals an amazing amount of damage. Due to King Crimson Alternate Universe not having the same passive as King Crimson, where ending time erase in 5 seconds reduces the cooldown for the next time erase by half, your time erase will be cancelled the whole time during the fight and should just not be used at all. Of course, Return to Zero is also very dangerous. Due to your bad defense, a barrage from this stand will end you very quickly. However, you can activate Epitaph during Return to Zero animation and you will completely dodge all attacks except for R from the Gold Experience Requiem. Obviously, R still does a lot of damage, which is why I recommend you blocking after using Epitaph to make sure you still have a good chance of living in case the Gold Experience Requiem knows that their R bypasses Epitaph. which most of them don't know for some reason. Also be very, very cautious of their projectiles. They are slow but deadly. Gold Experience Requiem is pretty much combo food if you can get the first couple of hits. Do your best, play smart, and don't panic during moves like Return to Zero, and you will have a good chance of winning against the everyday Gold Experience Requiem. Note, many of these matchups heavily depend on whether the KCAU user is very experienced and skilled or not. They can also be false if the opponent knows what they are doing. Make sure to adapt to how your opponent plays and choose your best options from there, such as how do they move, do they dash or roll frequently, what about counters and stand jumps. As I said before, this is a beginner's guide for how to use and counter King Crimson Alternate Universe. To find out more, you should do research yourself and do 1v1s. The ABD community is usually nice enough to do 1v1s and help you in their Discord server about stand strategies. Be sure to give me suggestions in the comments or on my Discord server, more importantly, for the next how to use encounter. Have a nice day and goodbye.
単純なステージ乾くほど願い水が愛したい誰かにかなう困難なステージ象徴を示す文字水平線が中央も何度くじかれてもその希望両手に僕ら波を打てスーパー